Hi, this is Deborah from Dinglefoot.com, and today I'm going to show you a card that is similar to this one that my friend Becky made. And she used a decorative piece of paper with words printed on it, and I don't have any paper like this. So what I'm going to have to do is mask off a space and stamp around it. And I'll show you how I came up with that. I'm sure there's other easier ways to do it, but offhand I just figured out a simple way that I could achieve the same sort of look. So I have a 5x5 card here. Hers was 6x6, so slightly larger, but mine's brown. Then I have the layer of red cardstock, and I have a layer of cream cardstock, and you'll see that this is slightly wider than my red, and the reason I did that is because I need some extra space to compensate for the borders I'll be punching on each side. So I'll be punching this side and this side. And I have brushed corduroy distress ink and fire brick distress ink, along with a teensy little stamp. This one says love on it. It's just one I picked up at a craft store. I have some platinum stickles, some teensy little mini brushed gold heart brads, and I have a large stamp here that I'm going to be masking off a space on it. And I think that's all I need, so let's go ahead and get started and see what we can do with this. First of all, I'm just going to go ahead and attach this red paper to my card. Then I'll take my cream sheet of paper, I had it this way, and I'm going to take my Fisker's punch and just punch each side. Okay, I have both sides punched, and I'm going to simply glue this right on my card. Okay. There we go. Press that down. And I'll just set that aside. Now I'm going to grab some cardstock, the same as what I just punched. And I have my stamp here. I'm going to turn it over. There's probably a much simpler way of doing this, but you can let me know if you know of something. I'm just going to simply hold my little pre-cut shape. I wanted a shape like that on my stamp. And I'm going to take my fire brick ink pad and just ink really well. All the rest of my stamp, I'm going to really press that down just around my little mask. I've tried doing it other ways, just putting the mask down first and then stamping over top of it, but it just never seems to work out quite right. So I'm going to give this a whirl, see how this works. Just make sure it's really nice and wet with ink. Okay, let's see if I got that all. I think I did pretty well. Okay, just going to lift my little mask off and stamp right on my paper here. It doesn't matter how straight you get the rubber stamp, which is always nice because I'm going to trim around this. Just press down really firmly, and hopefully we have a nice shape. Yeah, that worked out pretty well. So you can see my masked off space. So in that space, I'm going to take my brushed corduroy ink, and I'm going to ink up my little stamp I showed you earlier. Make sure that's nice and inked up. And just going to stamp this right in the middle there. Okay, so you can see my little love image, and we're going to doll that up a little bit in a couple minutes. But right now I'm going to take my trimmer and cut this out. Okay, I got my little image cut out. I trimmed a little bit off the top and sides. And you'll notice my card looks totally different now. I changed my mind about the lighter background. It just seemed like this blended into it too much. So I grabbed a copper cardstock and punched the sides, punched a border, and glued that on. And now for our cardstock here, I'm going to take my little paper piercer and just punch a hole right here in my design. There's lots of designs that kind of lend themselves to being decorated even a little more than what they already appear on the stamp. Just going to put my little, try to get my little heart straight there, stick them in there. I can put another one on the bottom. Maybe I'll turn that one upside down just to kind of balance the design a little bit. I don't know if you can really see that anyway, but just fold the prongs out on the back. Now I'm going to take my platinum Stickles, and this will even match that copper cardstock a little bit better too. You can get copper Stickles, I just had these platinum ones sitting here. And this little stamp design has teensy little leaves in it, so all I'm going to do is decorate my leaves a little bit. Okay, just a few more. It's just so simple and just gives it a little extra design to it. Okay, and of course the Stickles will take a little while to dry, so I'll have to set this aside for a bit. You can see how that really made it pretty, brought out the design more. Now I'm going to put some dots on the back. I should have done that first before the Stickles, right? But, oh well. We'll get these on. I've done it so often, I'm pretty used to working around my mistakes, so do this last after the dots. Okay, just put this right on the front of my card. And there we go. A nice little Valentine's Day card, or an anniversary or a wedding card. Thanks so much for watching.